Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Om Achaturvadano Brahma Dvibahuraparo Harihi Abhalalochana Shambhu Bhagavan Badarayanaha. Om Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Vame Cha Janakatmaja Purato Marutiryasya Tam Vande Raghunandanam. There are two questions. One is Pratyabhijna and other is mutual superimposition. When we have to know something that is other than us, then we need some instrument of knowledge. Whereas to know ourselves, no instrument is required. That knowing ourselves without any instrument is the experience called Pratyabhijna, where in my deep sleep, when no instrument is available, still I am there, my presence is there, I know I was there at that time also, but expression becomes possible only when the instrument is available. For example, nowadays we have a phone and we click pictures wherever we go. When these phones and cameras were not available, those times people used to go to places, see things, but they used to come back home and then they used to paint. Artists used to paint. Now, the painting equipment was not available when they went out and saw those scenic places, but they came back and then painted. Now, the brush did not go on that trip. The paints did not go on that trip. They were at home only. But how did the brush and paint create that picture? So, the one who saw is here also available. So, the picture becomes possible. Similarly, in the deep sleep state, when none of the instruments, senses, mind, intellect are available, at that time I was there illumining that experience, and when I woke up, I got the instruments back, I expressed. That's all. But my experience was there because I was there. So that is what is the. So we don't need an instrument to know that I am there. We don't need to turn on the light whether to ascertain whether I am here or not. I know I am here. As far as mutual superimposition is concerned, Anyonya Adhyasa, we have to understand Adhyasa, the definition itself means something that is not there. It is felt that it is there, its qualities are seen in that, which it is actually not there. That is Adhyasa. For example, in Mahabharata, this incident comes where Duryodhana and his brothers are invited for the Rajasuya Yajna to Indraprastha. And in Indraprastha, there was a Maya Bhavan, Maya Sabha, which was created full of illusions. And they were all taken to take a round. So there, at some places, Duryodhana saw that it is water and wet. So he hesitated to go in. And then he understood that it is plain land only. There is no water there. And some place he saw that there is It seemed like a floor only, but when he walked in, he found there was water. So, this now what is not is seen there, it appears there. So, that is what has happened is adhyasa has taken place. But in some cases, here only the adhyasa of water on land has taken, like mirage. Mirage also, there is no wetness, there is no water, but the appearance of water. Now, what is the appearance of water? How water will appear? Water is wavy. The floor or the desert or the road is not wavy, but we see the waviness of the water on the floor. That is called adhyasa. Now, if it happens two ways, one on two, two on one, then it is called mutual. Anyonya adhyasa, mutual superimposition. So, that is why we took this example where iron by itself is round, heavy, black. These are the qualities of iron. Fire, on the other hand, is bright, brilliant, red or yellow in color. It is hot to touch and it doesn't have any weight. Now, when these two come together, when the iron ball is put in the furnace, then what happens? Now, suddenly, I say there is a round ball of fire. Now, the roundness is of the iron. Or we say red hot ball. Now, red hot is of the fire. Ball is of the iron. But now what has happened? The ball of the iron and the red hot of the fire have got mutually superimposed. So I feel that now the fire has as though taken up the shape and the weight of the iron, and the iron has as though taken up the redness and the heat of the fire. So they have mutually superimposed their qualities upon each other, and now some new entity seems to have been born, which actually is no new thing created. It is just that fire and iron are there, but somehow it seems as though something new has come due to the mutual superimposition. So actually, what is iron and what is fire is totally distinct. But they come together, so the qualities of the iron are as though taken by fire, qualities of fire taken by iron, and then we find a red hot, heavy ball. Red hot fire, heavy ball iron. But red hot, heavy ball is a new entity as though. So it seems to be something new that has been created. This is mutual superimposition. So now moving on with the text, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji said in the verse number 42 and 43, Bhagavan said, ultimately one has to gain knowledge, and with the grace of the Guru, through the words of the scriptures, one who understands, who gains this knowledge and also experiences this truth, then what happens? He realizes his true nature, and automatically that which he is not is dropped off. And then when he is established in that true self, and in this verse 43, he said he is just reveling in himself and saying, I am this infinite consciousness that illumines everything, that is a substratum of everything, that is existence, consciousness, bliss. So this kind of experience takes place. We also saw that these words actually are pointers for us to aid in our meditation. So now still verse number 43 we have seen. Now further ahead also there are these kind of indicators. So in the next verse, 44th verse also, we find few more words that serve as aids to contemplation or meditation. Sadaiva muktoham achintya shaktiman atindriya jnanam avikriyatmakaha अनन्तपारोऽहमहर्निशं बुधैः विभावितोऽहं हृदि वेदवादिभिः. Who am I? Sada eva muktaha aham. I am always ever liberated, free. When do we come to know this? After waking up. Till in the dream, I want to get out of this. I want to get out. I want to be liberated. Want to be liberated. After waking up, I realize I was never bound. I am ever liberated. This is my nature. Sada eva muktoham. I was never bound. Even while in the dream, I may be feeling that I am feeling very hot in the dream. But we don't understand that actually I am lying in my bed with full blast AC. And in fact, I have a blanket over me because I am feeling cold. But in the dream, sweating, panting, and it feels real. But only when I wake up, I say, Hore, that time also when it seemed so real, I was never bound by that dream. Similarly, this experience also of a jnani only, sada eva muktoham, achintya shaktiman. I am the master of unimaginable possibilities. That is called Ananta Shakti. Shaktiman, yes, it is translated as all powerful. Achintya means indescribable, unthinkable power. But it is not just what is power? Power means possibilities. So I am that master of unimaginable possibilities. Is this possible in my life? Of course. Can I do this? Yes. We as humans, we are not born with wings, but we are flying. We are not born with gills, but we are scuba diving, snorkeling. We cannot live underwater, but we have found submarines. We cannot live on the surface of the water, but we have cruise. Infinite possibilities. What was considered impossible earlier, today we are seeing the possibility of it. But even before that, our forefathers had already done all these things. We do not know, we are discovering only now. There was Pushpak Viman in Ramchandraji's time itself, even before that. So it took a Ravan to steal it from Kubera that it became famous. So all this technology, all these possibilities, who has created? Today artificial intelligence is ruling the world as though everything AI. But Guruji beautifully puts it. All artificial intelligence, behind that is human intelligence. And all human intelligence, behind that is divine intelligence. That is Achintya Shaktiman. That consciousness, because of which human intellect works. And this human intellect only has created AI. And then today we are writing essays on whether AI is a boon or a bane. Who created? My buddhi only created. But how did this buddhi also come into being? How can this buddhi also function? Only because of the consciousness. So if I get identified with that consciousness, then my possibilities are infinite. Anything can happen. So in this whole world, so many things. I never thought this would happen. Why did you not think? Because it will happen even if we don't think about it. All possibilities are there. So we are seeing changes in the seasons and the climate change and all these things. Possible. Who thought such things will happen earlier? It is said earlier, the origin of Gangaji, now we call it as Gomukh. She is about 19 kilometers away from Gangotri. It is said at one point that Gomukh glacier was at Gangotri. So they didn't have to take an extra trek. It got melted and receded to 19-20 kilometers now. Now, look, who knew that such things will happen? In harmony with nature, we have prospered. And now, destroying nature, we are destroying ourselves. We say, how is it possible? Does man not have even so much of intelligence to protect himself, if not anything else? No, he doesn't have. This is also possible. Murkhata bhi sambhav hai. This level of being foolish also is possible in the most intelligent creation called man. Possible. इसीलिए भगवान ने तो इन भगवद गीता वेरी क्लियरली ही सेड मत्त स्मृतिर ज्ञानम अपोहनम च रिमेम्बरेंस ऑल्सो इज बिकॉज ऑफ मी एंड फॉरगेटफुलनेस ऑल्सो इज बिकॉज ऑफ मी बिकॉज अनंत शक्तिमान अचिंत्य शक्तिमान दैट इज मी and that is why in Upanishad Ganga, in the very second episode, this beautiful, powerful dialogue comes. Upanishad Ganga TV serial, I hope we have seen. In that, this powerful dialogue comes. कि असीम संभावनाओं का स्वामी मनुष्य काश अपने आप को पहचान ले. So what is that असीम संभावनाओं का स्वामी? It is this Achintya Shaktiman. It is a consciousness that we are talking about, not the body, mind, intellect complex, not the Jiva. Because Jiva is not Asima, he cannot be, he is very limited. This is the supreme, infinite consciousness. Atindriya Jnanam, it is the nature of that knowledge. And it is, when we are saying this is all language being used in the third person, but what is talked about is me. Atindriya Jnanam, I am that of the nature of that knowledge which is beyond the scope of senses, mind, intellect, etc. That which enlivens all these instruments, that Jnana Swarupa is the consciousness, that is me. Atindriya Jnanam. Avikriyatmakaha, which there is no vikriya, vikara, no modification, no change. No action, nothing, no movement, nothing is happening. Why? No movement, no change, no. Because it is already everywhere. What movement? Where will it move? Because it is everywhere. What movement is possible? No change is possible. Why? Because it is not in the scope of change. Anything limited only can change. The infinite, how will it change? Change into what? Anantaparoham. Aham Anantaparaha. I am a shoreless ocean of infinitude. There is no boundary. That's why Puja Gurudev has beautifully put it in geometrical terms. He has said the infinite or the consciousness is a circle whose center is everywhere but circumference nowhere. No, apara, anantapara. It is shoreless, boundaryless. That anantaparaha, aham, I am that. And this same consciousness only Vedavadibihi budhaihi, by those wise people who are all studying the Vedas or are who have studied the Vedas, knowers of the Veda, such Vedavadibihi, budhaihi, wise people, such people, aharnisham hridi vibhavitaha. By these wise men, the one who is experienced in their own hearts, the one who is experienced by the wise men in their own hearts, that consciousness is me. Budhaihi vedavadibihi aharnisham hridi vibhavitaha Chaitanya aham. I am that who is contemplated upon, experienced in the hearts of the wise men, by the wise men, day and night. That I am. So, what am I experiencing? The real nature of that wise man. And what is that wise man experiencing? That which I am really. Which means there is no difference. This is the only way of bringing about oneness. This is the only way world peace can be achieved. We think world peace, we have to do this, we have to do that. This is the only way. Because at the level of the body, differences will be there. At the level of the mind, differences will be there. Intellect will be different. We can't have same. It will be different. But how will we be able to accept, accommodate these differences when our attention is on the one? When that one is known and we are identified with it, after that, differences will not matter. So this is the way shown by our rishis, and these are the pointers for our contemplation as well. Now, further, Bhagavan is still giving us the path, the marga, for this supreme experience with another example. So, verse number 45. Evam sadatmanam akhanditatmana Vicharamanasya vishuddha bhavana Hanyada vidyamachirena karakaihi Rasayanam yadvadupasitam rujaha. He's saying that all of us have been born with a disease. Really? All of us without an exception. In fact, we are born because of this disease only. Otherwise, we would not have been born. It is like, why have people come to the hospital? Because they are unwell, they are sick. Because without disease, why will they go? We had some guests over, so we thought we'll just थोड़ा घुमा के लाते हैं. क्या हॉस्पिटल का थोड़ा अलग अलग वार्ड दिखा दिया, आईसीयू दिखा दिया, ऐसे ही घूमने आए बस ऐसे. ऐसा कौन जाता है उधर? बीमार लोग ही जाएंगे. Only those who are sick and who need treatment will go. So who is born in this world also? The one who is sick only is born in this hospital of the world. Few doctors are there, Guru. They are not sick. But they are here to treat us, cure us, heal us. So some doctors are there. And some people, nurses also. They are also not sick. But they are not doctors also. But they are helping. So that such kind of. But all of us are here because of our sickness only. What is this sickness? What is this disease? Avidya. The disease of ignorance. What ignorance? Ignorance of not knowing myself, ignorance of the self only. I do not know myself. That is the ignorance, that is the avidya. So, avidya, once that avidya is there, I do not know myself, then what happens? Already seen. When there is a wheel of ignorance, then on that there is adhyasa, vikshepa, projection. I think myself to be something else. So I don't know who I am, and I think myself to be something other than what really I am. So, this avidyam karakaihi saha. Karaka means its effects. Effects of projection, considering myself to be something different from what I really am. Why does that happen? Because I do not know who I am. So, this disease of ignorance and the consequent projections, it has to be cured. Hanyat. Destroy that disease. Get it cured. Oh, I have to get it cured. When? How much time will it take? Achirena. Chirena, long time. Achirena, not very long. But how much time will it take? This doctor wrote a prescription. I said, this, you have this problem, you take this syrup and you will be fine. Oh, where will I get this? Oh, go to the chemist, go to the medical shop, you will get it. Okay. And let me know if this doesn't get cured after 1 week. If you need, you can come. Okay. After 1 week, that man is there. So what happened? Still nothing has happened. Same only. Oh, same only. Why 1 week? What happened? I told you to take the syrup. Yes, I took the syrup immediately. From before going home, I took it. So then what happened? You did not take. You did not have it. I said, oh, I had to have it also. I thought I just bought it and kept it in my house. That's all. So I thought you take it. So I took it from that chemist and I kept it with me. So it is still there. See, seal bhi nahi toda uska. It is still there. So then what were you thinking? That after you get cured for 1 week, you will return it back and get the refund so that others can use it. Pass it on. इसको 1 हफ्ता रख लो घर पे, ठीक हो जाओगे तुम. बाप बाद में पास ऑन कर ले. अरे दवाई लेनी पड़ती है. We have to take the medicines. I have to, as per the prescriptions, I have to do it. So how long will it take? How well can I follow the instructions of the doctor? Accordingly, so long it will take. If I follow exactly as the doctor says, it will be very soon. If I am not able to follow 100%, then little longer. But if we are actually taking the medicine, soon enough, not very long, achirena, this disease will go away. Rasayanam yadvad upasitam rujaha. Rujaha, the one who is a rogi, the one who is a has a disease, that disease goes away. When rasayanam, the syrup or the medicine, upasitam, has to be consumed as prescribed. I took that bottle, one gad, full cough syrup, one day only I finished 200 ml, gone. Slept for 2 days, woke up, सब पी लिया, फिर भी खांसी नहीं जा रही है, तो एक साथ थोड़ी पीना था. According to the prescription we have to do. Now here prescription is given. But what do we do? These 2 patients example like that, both we are. We will buy the book. चिन्मय वाणी में मिलता, ओह चिन्मय वाणी में मिलता है, ओके. राम गीता है ना बुक का नाम, ओके, आई विल बाय, कीप इट एट होम. I got the book. Nothing has happened. अरे you have to open and read. Oh, पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. Oh, okay. अच्छा, okay. Then I was traveling, so I took the book along. And as I was traveling, पढ़ डाली. पढ़ Khatam. What? Ram Geeta, I finished. I had a 3 hours flight. I just read through everything. Nothing has happened. Like drinking all the cough syrup in one go. Nothing is happening. It will not happen. So, prescription is given. Sadhana also. Our sadhanas are also fluctuating. Chinmaya Aradhana Divas. I want to do Abhisheka. Sadhana is at its peak. Jhatka of sadhana comes. I am a devotee. I will do this sadhana. Then suddenly, after some time, 2-3 days, I am not able to do, But again, I am going to start. From tomorrow, definitely I will start. Then little bit again. Then again. So there is a lean period. Then there is a peak. Then again some lean period. So this we keep on going in waves. So Bhagavan is saying, consistent, regular. And here he is talking about practice of meditation. But we have to understand for all sadhana. So what is the... he said, a person vicharamanasya, a person who is a thinker. Now thinker means what? Who will do vichara? Who will do mananam? The one who has done shravanam. So in this vichara manasya means it includes the person. Now shravanam, for whom is the real shravanam possible? Listening to the scriptures, for whom is it possible? It is possible only for the person through karma yoga who has purified oneself. So all that has been said so far, all that has to be understood by this just one word, vichara manasya. If you are doing mananam, which means already earlier whatever has to be done has been done. You have reached here. Now this muni means who is doing mananam, vicharamana, such a person, he is vishuddha bhavana. Bhavana word here does not mean feelings or emotions. Here bhavana, bhava means to be. Reality, to be, existence. So bhavana means here the direct experience. Bhavana. Vishuddha bhavana. The direct experience, undiluted experience of that consciousness. Vishuddha bhavana is achieved by whom? The one who has done mananam. Who is constantly absorbed his mind. Where has he absorbed his mind? After Shravanam, Mananam, now he is saying Akhanditatmana. Akhanditatmana, it is a technical term. By the putting in the effort of maintaining one thought that dissolves to become no thought. This little thoda sa dhyan se. This akhanditatmana, in other scriptures, etc., it is said akhandakara vritti. Akhandakara vritti means that unbroken awareness of my own self as Brahman. This akhandakara vritti. Vritti, the word means thought. But here we cannot call it a thought also. For example, all of us know we are all human beings. At least about ourselves we know. Others may not think so. But we know. So yes, I am a human being. Okay. Is it a conscious thought? Is it a thought that we are saying, I am a human being, do we have to do that? Sometimes, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. We say, no, positive affirmations, affirmations. We have to give ourselves affirmation. Why do we have to give ourselves affirmation? Because we feel we are not positive enough. So we have to tell ourselves, I'm very positive, I'm very positive, huh? I'm very positive. Huh? Why? Because I feel, deep down, I feel that I am not. But what I know I am a human being, I am a man or a woman, I am awake, I am alive. All these things, these are all facts. We are all aware of it. Anybody asks us, even waking us up from the sleep, we can say this. There is no doubt. If somebody, are you alive? Give me 5 minutes, let me just think and come back to you. Huh? No need. It is a direct experience. But is it a thought? It is not a thought. But if it comes to our awareness, if somebody asks us, it can become a thought. But my awareness and experience does not depend on the thought. So it seems to be a thought, yet not a thought. That kind of sahaj experience, effortless experience, is what is called as akhandakara vritti. It is a vritti, yet not a vritti. It seems to be a thought. I am Brahman, I am Brahman. It seems to be a thought, but it is not a thought. Because if it becomes a thought, then what we are doing is japa. And japa stage has been accomplished long ago. When we wanted purity and single pointedness of mind, that time itself japa was a sadhana. I may continue japa, there is no problem. But this is not japa. There is a Mahavakya and I keep on repeating. I take a mala. Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. That is not going to help. So it is not a vritti like that to be repeated. But that constant awareness. Like today, there is a constant awareness. What? I am human, 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 I am human. This constant awareness is there. Similarly, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. That constant awareness. Initially, there is an effort involved. Initially, effort is there. But after some time, so this is called akhanditatmana. So vicharamanasya, one who has done shravanam, mananam, etc., for such a person, through this akhandakara vritti, this constant effortless awareness of the unbroken awareness of the self, that is me, vishuddha bhavana, this pure experience, direct experience takes place. Of what? Sadatmanam. Of that self, which is Sat. Sat Atmanam. That Atma which is Sat. Evam. Evam means in this way. In this way, already Bhagavan has explained us, given the whole procedure also. In this way. Now this Sadatmanam indicates Atma which is Satswarupa, and Sadatma, this is the beauty of Sanskrit language, that the words can be understood in various ways. So Sat Atmanam is Sadatmanam. So that real self, that is what I experience, Vishuddha Bhavana, through this Akhandakara Vritti. But there is also another way of looking at this, Sada Atmanam. So we break the word as Sada Atmanam, means always, continuously, consistently. Not doing in one day, like taking the syrup, all the entire bottle in one day, not that way also. And not just keeping it just there, and once in a while when I remember I will have a sip and let me see how it is. Not like that also. Sada. Sada means regularly, consistently, I keep doing it. So Sada Atmanam Akhanditatmana Vicharamanasya Vishuddha Bhavana Evam, in this manner. This bhavana happens, this experience takes place. Through this, what happens? Hanyad avidyam. The disease is Mool disease is avidya. And karakaihi saha means along with all its symptoms. Hanyat. How long will it take? Achirena, not very long. Depending on how consistent we are in our practice, how regular and sincere we are. Rasayanam yadvad upasitam rujaha. The same way as the medicine cures any disease. Bhagwan, thank you very much for reminding me, inspiring me. But you said this, regular daily practice. How should we do that? Oh, it was Ramchandra ji, so it is okay. And Lakshman ji is only the listener. But if it was Lakshman ji who was the guru, he would have hit us with the stick. What have I been telling you? He would have scolded us. But Bhagavan said, as usual, you did not pay attention. No, I attentively listened to you. But once more you say no. क्या मेरे को एक बार से पता चल जाता तो कब का पता चल गया होता. I need no again and again. Please. So I said, okay, don't worry. I will tell you again. So what should we do? Guideline for meditation. Oh, meditation. We also want to do meditation. Let us do. Okay, good. So here, verse number 46, he's saying, Vivikta asina uparatendriyaha Vinirjitatma vimalantarashayah विभावयेदेकमनन्यसाधनः विज्ञानदृक्केवल आत्मसंस्थितः दृक्केवल आत्मसंस्थितः. So here, guideline, instructions for meditation. Now earlier he indicated that through this constant practice of meditation, you destroy this avidya. But how to do it? Where to sit, how to sit, what to do, all this guidance. Very brief. Student is Lakshmanji. He doesn't need elaboration. So we also have to raise ourselves to that Lakshmanji level to be able to benefit out of this teaching. So here Ramchandra ji is giving very brief pointers and instructions, as though he's only reminding, Lakshman, you already know, that only I'm telling you. So just brief pointers. So, Vivikte asinaha. Vivikta has two meanings. One is a place which is secluded, where there is no disturbance and all. So for practice of meditation, we have to choose the right place also. In the marketplace, I sit down in between. I have to. That doesn't work. Yes, after advanced practices, accomplished person, then it will not matter wherever we sit. But initially, it is required to choose the right kind of place. Vivikta also means clean. So it should be clean place. Even gandaki वगैरह होगी, तो then we will not be able to focus only on this. So it has to be clean, it has to be fresh, nicely mopped and all. Place has to be secluded so that no disturbances are there. Not only that, Vivikta also means that time has to be chosen correctly, where no such disturbance comes. So that is why generally it is said early in the morning works, because early morning the activities have not started so much. We won't hear the sound of the cooker and somebody is sweeping. All these things will start a little later. So before that, Vivikte. In such a place, asinaha, sit. So it is advised that we should sit. We can't stand and do. some people also are very courageous and they say, I will lie down and do it. There are practices. We are doing yoga nidra. We are doing all these things as a preparation for this. Yoga nidra is not meditation. But they say, okay, we will do shavasana. The whole body will be relaxed. After that, we will do this practice. It will not work. Once in our Chinmaya International Residential School, one firm had come to us to market some meditation, yoga nidra and all these things. I said, for children we conduct these sessions and all, we want to give a free demo. So he said, we are already a spiritual organization, we are guiding them. No, we will do this, this creates so much. And one of the parents only was putting pressure because they had sent those people. I said, okay, demo. Okay, when do you want to give? So children have that whole day routine. They don't have any space and we can't stop them from school and then say, okay, sit and do this. So he said, okay. Then they said, okay, after lunch we will do. So we said, are you sure? Yes. Okay, after lunch, fine. So we gathered some children. It was a demo, so it was only a sample required. So some children were gathered. 7th or 8th grade students were there, about 50 of them. Said, sit down. They said, no sitting, lie down. So we said, you may be knowing what you are doing, but we know our children very well. I was there, so I said, first thing is after lunch. And second thing, you want them to lie down. I know my children very well. Are you sure? Yeah, we are sure. Don't worry. Okay. मुझे क्या था, बच्चों को आराम मिल जाएगा, चलो लेट जाओ. All 50 children lying down there. They started some music and they started talking and then soft, relax. They don't have to be told relax at this time. Hardly 3-4 minutes had passed. Drrr, 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 drrr. There was an orchestra of snoring. So many snoring sounds that they came. I was just sitting there looking at them and they were feeling a little uncomfortable, embarrassed. Here, they are looking. Want me to wake them up? No, don't wake them up. They're doing this. Okay, do. इसमें क्या आधा घंटा मस्त सोए वो लोग. उसके बाद then all of them had to, and they said also, now you can get up, sit down and rub your hands and then open your eyes. Not one child got up. We all had to shake them and wake them, and then they were like, so ले जाओ. Okay, चलो मजा आ गया बस. इसलिए आसीनः, very clear, our shastras are not leaving anything for us to interpret. Asinah, sit. Now sit, everything is included. You have to have a soft, comfortable asana, not a wobbly pillow which will take you inside, and not very firm also, which will create some discomfort and all. It should be a comfortable asana. Now, if we are not able to sit on the floor, at least on the chair, but comfortable, where your knees and the waist both are right angle, and we are able to sit straight with our back, neck, head in one straight line. All these other scriptures have detailed instructions. So here is only one point, one word he is giving. So we have to understand the whole lot. Uparatendriyaha, all the indriyas, all the senses and the organs of action withdrawn. Means not engaged in their fields. And vinirjitatma, this way, having this asana siddhi means to be able to steadily sit, having complete control over the body and the senses. And vimala antarashaya, inner equipment, mind, intellect. The inner equipment is purified, vimala. So the complete mastery over body, mind and intellect, and it is also the antakarana is pure, the inner equipment is pure. In this way, ananya sadhana, one should with single pointedness, ananya, no anya, means the mind should not wander here or there. Single pointedly, ananya sadhana, one should aspire to reach. What? Vijnanadrik. Vijnanadrik, the one who is has the vision of that direct experience. Vijnanadrik. Kevalaha, devoid of any type of differences or distinctions. Kevalaha. Atma samsthitaha, the one who is established in one's own self. Atma samsthitaha. Ekam, that one reality one should vibhavayet. Vibhavayet means try to directly experience. So, what are the different steps? First, choice of the right time and place. 2, have a proper seat and be seated, erect, steady, stable. Then, the senses and the organs of action withdrawn. Mind and the senses under control. The inner equipment purified. All this is previously indicated. In this text itself it is indicated. We are just repeating it. With this, one should vibhava, try and experience that one, ekam. How? Ananya sadhanaha, with single pointed effort. Vijnanadrik, such a person gets that vision of knowledge. Kevalaha, that which doesn't have any divisions or parts. The one which has no differences. Such a Kevalaha, Atma samsthitaha, such a person is settled or established in one's own self. So, in order to get established in the self, one should practice this meditation, and that meditation has to be ananya sadhana, single pointed effort. So, mind not going here and there. That way, one who is established in this contemplation will very soon, achirat, get established in the self forever. So, this is the the practice of meditation in one verse, in a nutshell, has been given. Now we may ask, I cannot meditate 24/7. Okay, I can sit down for some time and close my eyes and do all this. Yes, okay, I can do. But most of the time my eyes are open and I am looking at this world. Then what should I do? What about this world? So now next, Bhagavan is saying how to do open-eyed meditation. So, sometime I can sit down and do this sadhana, but rest of the time, what can I do? So that also is being indicated, which we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.